Notary services are everywhere, buying a car, closing on a house, or signing a permission slip. But what do notaries actually do? They're the final seal of approval, making documents legit and transactions possible. At MAB Notary, we make notarization simple, secure, and stress-free. We'll break down every service, from acknowledgments to real estate closings. No jargon, just clarity. Stay tuned to see how MAB Notary can make your paperwork easy and secure. All right, first up on the list, acknowledgments. So, what exactly is an acknowledgment? Think of it as the digital equivalent of a biometric scan for a document, but instead of your fingerprint, it's your verified identity and willing signature. It's a formal declaration before a notary that you have willingly signed a document. The key here isn't about the truthfulness of the document's contents, we'll get to that later, but about confirming that you are who you say you are, and that you signed the paper of your own free will without any coercion. It's a surprisingly simple but powerful concept. The notary's role in an acknowledgement is super specific. They aren't reading your document for accuracy or giving legal advice. Their entire function is to be an impartial witness to the act of you acknowledging your signature. They check your government-issued ID, they make sure you seem to understand what you're doing, and then they complete the notarial certificate. This certificate is the official record of the event. It's the metadata that proves the main file, your signature, is authentic. It's a critical layer of verification that adds serious weight to any document it's attached to. You'll see acknowledgments pop up most often on documents that transfer ownership or grant significant rights. Think deeds for real estate, powers of attorney, trusts, and other major contracts. Anytime you have a high-stakes agreement where proving the signer's identity and willingness is paramount, an acknowledgement is usually the go-to. It's the industry standard for these kinds of transactions because it creates a solid, verifiable record that can stand up to scrutiny later on, protecting everyone involved from potential disputes about whether the signature was forged or forced. The beauty of the acknowledgement is its focus. It doesn't get bogged down in the details of the contract itself. It does one thing and does it perfectly. It confirms the signer's identity and their voluntary act of signing. This specificity is what makes it so robust. It's a clean, straightforward process that provides a powerful defense against fraud. By getting an acknowledgement, you're essentially future-proofing your document against claims of duress or forgery, creating a clear and legally sound record that the signature is, without a doubt, yours and that you meant to sign it. An acknowledgement protects you by providing undeniable proof you signed a document on a specific date. If anyone questions your signature, a notarized record and notary's journal entry back you up. For recipients, it guarantees the signature's legitimacy, reducing risk and building trust. With MAB Notary, you're investing in certainty and the long-term validity of your agreements. The jurat is all about swearing the truth. Unlike an acknowledgement, you sign in front of the notary and take an oath that the document's contents are true. It's used for affidavits and legal filings, where truth matters most. With a jurat, the oath, signature, and notarization all happen together, making your statement a sworn testimony. The power of a jurat lies in its ability to compel truthfulness. Swearing an oath before a notary adds legal gravity, making your statement a trusted piece of sworn evidence. It deters dishonesty, empowers your words, and gives your document maximum legal force. Ultimately, a jurat is a cornerstone of legal integrity, ensuring your statement is taken seriously. Oaths and affirmations are solemn promises, like a verbal handshake, declaring your honesty before a notary. An oath invokes a higher power, while an affirmation is based on personal honor. Both carry the same legal weight, ensuring truthfulness in official matters. The notary's job? To witness and certify your promise, making sure the process is trustworthy for everyone involved. Oaths and affirmations are the bedrock of testimony, legally binding people to tell the truth. If someone lies under oath, it's perjury, with serious consequences. These acts create accountability, ensuring honesty in court, affidavits, and official applications. It's the official starting line for truthfulness. Okay, Next up is a service that is incredibly useful but sometimes a little misunderstood: copy certifications. So, what is it? Put simply, it's the process of a notary public verifying that a photocopy of an original document is a true, complete, and accurate reproduction. It's not about notarizing the original document itself, but rather about creating a certified clone of it. Think of it like this: you have a master file, your original document, and you need to send a perfect, verified copy to someone. A certified copy is that verified duplicate, officially stamped and signed by a notary. Now, why would you need this? Imagine you're applying for a visa, a university program, or a professional license. They'll often ask for copies of important documents like your passport, your driver's license, or your birth certificate. But a simple photocopy you made at home might not be enough. They need assurance that the copy hasn't been altered or tampered with in any way. This is where a certified copy comes in. The notary's certification acts as a third-party verification, telling the receiving agency, yes, I have seen the original, and this copy is an exact match. The process itself is pretty straightforward. You bring your original document, and this is key: you must have the original, to the notary. The notary will then carefully examine the original to make sure it's not a copy itself and that it appears to be authentic. They will then make a photocopy of it, or supervise you making the copy. After comparing the photocopy to the original to ensure it's a perfect match, the notary will attach a notarial certificate. This certificate states that the copy is a true and accurate reproduction of the original document presented. It's important to note that notaries can't certify copies of all documents. For example, publicly recordable documents like birth certificates, death certificates, or marriage certificates usually can't be copy certified by a notary. For those, you typically need to get an official copy directly from the government agency that issued them, like the county clerk or vital records office. But for a huge range of other personal and business documents, things like contracts, letters, or bills of sale, a notary certified copy is the gold standard for providing an authentic duplicate. In a world where documents can be easily altered, certified copies from a notary ensure authenticity. The notary's seal and signature are a mark of trust, showing the copy matches the original. Certified copies help institutions work efficiently and securely, giving everyone confidence in the documents they use. Signature witnessing is a core notary function. Simple, but crucial. The notary's job isn't to judge the document, but to verify your identity and watch you sign. This prevents fraud and makes your signature much harder to dispute. With a notary's seal, your signature gains real legal weight. It's a simple act with profound implications. Let's talk about the power of prevention that comes with signature witnessing. Think of it like two-factor authentication for important documents. Your signature is the first factor, and the notary's witnessing and seal is the second. This two-step process creates a significant barrier against someone trying to commit fraud. For example, if someone were to try and forge your signature on a document to transfer ownership of your car or property, a notary's involvement would stop them in their tracks. They wouldn't have the proper ID, and the notary would refuse to proceed. This preventative aspect is especially critical in situations involving high-stakes agreements or vulnerable individuals. Consider legal documents like wills, trusts, or deeds. A notarized signature ensures that the person signing is doing so willingly and without being coerced. The notary, as an impartial witness, can observe the signer's demeanor. If the signer appears to be confused, under duress, or unaware of what they are signing, the notary has a duty to refuse the notarization. This provides a crucial safeguard, protecting people from being taken advantage of in moments of vulnerability. The notary's journal, or record book, is another key piece of this fraud prevention puzzle. For every signature witnessing, the notary records the details of the act, the date, the type of document, the signer's name, and how they were identified. The signer also typically signs the journal entry. This record book serves as a permanent, official log of the notary's acts. If a signature is ever questioned in the future, even years later, the notary's journal can be used as evidence in court to prove that the notarization took place exactly as certified. So, while signature witnessing might seem like a very simple task, It is one of the most powerful tools we have for ensuring the integrity of our most important documents. It's a proactive measure that prevents disputes before they can even begin. By having a notary from MAB Notary witness your signature, you are not just getting a stamp on a piece of paper. You are investing in certainty, security, and legal durability. You are creating a clear, indisputable record that protects your interests and ensures the validity of your agreements, effectively locking down the document against future challenges. The power of attorney, or POA, is a serious document granting someone authority to make decisions for you. It's like giving admin privileges for your life. Notarization ensures integrity, confirming identity and willingness. The notary acts as an impartial witness, preventing fraud. Ultimately, it's about protection and peace of mind. Notarizing your power of attorney is crucial. It gives your document legal validity. Without that notary stamp, it might as well be blank. The notary's seal proves authenticity and helps prevent fraud by verifying identity and willingness to sign. You get peace of mind knowing your wishes are secure and your agent can act without hurdles. It's proactive life management at its best. Real estate transactions involve a mountain of paperwork: deeds, mortgage agreements, closing statements. At the heart of it all is the notary, ensuring everything is secure and verifiable. The notary's main job? Preventing fraud by verifying identities and witnessing signatures. Their seal is the mark of a clean, legally sound transfer, making property transactions trustworthy and official. In real estate, notarizing documents like the deed and mortgage isn't just a formality. It's what makes the transfer official, protects everyone involved, and creates a clear public record. At MAB Notary, we ensure every signature is witnessed, every ID checked, and every detail handled with care, so your biggest transactions are secure. So, let's switch gears and talk about another critical document: the affidavit. You've probably heard this term in movies or TV shows, usually in a legal setting, and that's exactly where it belongs. An affidavit is, quite simply, a written statement of facts that the signer swears or affirms is true. It's essentially testimony on paper. Instead of speaking in a courtroom, a person, known as the affiant, writes down their account and then signs it under penalty of perjury. It's a formal, serious way to present evidence or facts in a written format. Now, why does an affidavit need a notary? This is where it gets interesting. The notarization is what gives the affidavit its legal power. Without it, it's just a letter. The notary's involvement transforms it into a sworn statement with real legal consequences. The notary administers an oath or affirmation to the affiant, where they must verbally swear or affirm that the contents of the document are true and correct. This verbal ceremony is a critical part of the process. It's not a passive signing, it's an active declaration of truthfulness, witnessed by an officer of the state. The notarial act typically used for an affidavit is called a jurat. With a jurat, the notary certifies three key things: that the signer appeared before them, that the notary positively identified the signer, and most importantly, that the signer took an oath or affirmation and signed the document in the notary's presence. The notary is certifying the act of swearing to the document's contents. This is different from an acknowledgement, where the notary just verifies the signature. Here, the notary is verifying the swearing, which adds a significant layer of legal weight to the statement itself. This process ensures that the person making the statement understands the gravity of their words. Swearing to a false statement in an affidavit is perjury, which is a criminal offense. The formal setting of the notarization, raising a hand, taking the oath, signing in front of an official, reinforces this fact. It's a deliberate procedure designed to impress upon the signer that they are making a statement to be relied upon as truth. So when a court or another party receives a notarized affidavit, they know the affiant has formally sworn to its accuracy, and that's a powerful assurance. So, what's the real-world impact of a notarized affidavit? Its primary function is to serve as evidence in legal proceedings. Courts and government agencies rely heavily on affidavits to establish facts without requiring the person to appear in person, at least initially. For example, in a divorce case, one party might submit an affidavit detailing their financial situation. In a small claims case, a witness might provide an affidavit describing what they saw. The notarization gives the court confidence that the statement was made under oath and can be treated as sworn testimony. This carries immense legal weight. A notarized affidavit can be used to support or oppose a motion in court, provide factual basis for a lawsuit, or serve as a formal statement to a government agency. Because the affiant has sworn to the truth of the contents under penalty of perjury, the statement is taken very seriously. If it's later proven that the affidavit contained false information, the affiant could face serious legal repercussions, including fines or even jail time. This consequence is what makes affidavits a reliable and efficient tool in the justice system. The security provided by the notarization is paramount. At MAB Notary, when we notarize an affidavit, we are performing a crucial function for the legal system. We confirm the identity of the person making the statement, ensuring that the testimony is correctly attributed. We administer the oath, making sure the signer understands they are swearing to the truth. And we witness the signature, creating an official record of the event. This careful process protects all parties involved by ensuring the evidence presented is authentic and made with full awareness of the legal stakes. Ultimately, a notarized affidavit is a cornerstone of legal documentation. It allows for the efficient and reliable presentation of facts. It saves time and resources for the courts by allowing matters to be handled in writing. And it provides a formal, secure method for individuals to make their sworn statements part of the official record. Whether it's for a court case, a business transaction, or a government filing, the notarized affidavit is a powerful instrument of truth, and its power comes directly from the integrity of the notarial act itself. It's a simple process that upholds a very complex system. Consent forms are like real-world user agreements, official documents granting permission for important things, from travel to medical care. A notary's job is to verify identity, making sure the right person is giving consent. Notarized forms are trusted by authorities, giving everyone peace of mind and legal confidence. Let's talk about medical consent. Notarized forms are now standard procedure. They give healthcare providers legal authority. Consent for activities involving minors is crucial. Organizations need proper authorization for activities. These forms extend into financial permissions. A notarized consent form acts as an official seal. At MAB Notary, we ensure your permissions are documented correctly. When buying or selling a car, the title is the ultimate proof of ownership, more important than registration or insurance. Transferring this document is the official handshake that passes ownership. That's why many states require a notary to prevent fraud and verify the seller's identity. With a notarized title, you know your purchase is secure, legitimate, and recognized by the state. When selling a car, never sign the title until you're in front of the notary. Bring your unsigned title and ID to your appointment. The buyer should be there too, so everything's done at once. The notary checks your ID, watches you sign, and then stamps the document. This notarized title is your golden ticket at the DMV, making the transfer smooth and secure. At MAB Notary, trust is at the heart of everything we do. From real estate to consent forms, our role is to verify, protect, and simplify your most important documents. We make the process clear, secure, and efficient, so you can focus on what matters. Need notary services? Call us at 954-738-1827 and speak to Nicole AI for additional information or to schedule an appointment for service or visit mabnotary.com. Let us make your paperwork easy.